everyone. This is Elizabeth. I do apologize. I had some technical difficulties. Had to delete it and reinstall it. It seems to be working. I don't know. I've had tech issues. They did an update the other day, and apparently my system couldn't install the new Windows stuff. So, yay. Yay for me. Jean, hello. She is saying hello to Adelaide and Crystal, which means they're there. I just don't see you yet because my chat's a little off and wonky. I had to delete some stuff, so I have to reinstall some stuff. So you guys can hang out with me while I fix that, and then we'll get started on Throwback Thursday. Okay. So I need to do a lot of stuff. Hold your horses. I need to add a source. And I need to add I need to add my alert box because I had to delete it. There's my super chat. Yeah, it's ginormous, so let's shrink it up a little bit. Okay. Hi, Adelaide. How are you, my lovely? Okay, so we added the super chat. Close button. Okay, and then we need to add an image, add a source, okay, and then where's Throwback Thursdays? Pre-recorded. I've lost where I put my photos for Throwback Thursday. Downloads. Throwback Thursdays. That's where they are. Open. And then I'm going to pick one photo, but we're not doing it. This one. Okay. I just need to set it up. Shift. Shrinky. Oh, I don't know what I just shrunky. Oh, I shrunky the wrong one. You guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Look, I made... Can we fix that? Yes, we can. Okay, let's try that again. Arrgh. Okay, so there... Normally, okay, so we've done that one once before, but we're going to go find an image. And since I haven't had the time to look today because I was trying to fix this and I was running late. I was running late anyways. We're going to go and we're going to add a source. Nope, close. We're going to add the display, add the source. This source is going to be photos. Google Photos. Cancel. I picked the wrong one. Let me delete that. Yes. Let's add a different source. Window capture. That's what I need. Add the source. A new one instead. This one is going to be photos. Add to source. Add to source. And it's not there. Where's it at, my friends? Nope, not that one. Let's try the next one. There we go. Let's see if we can add that one now. Boop. Boop. Cancel. Can we? Please? Please? Why is it not showing up? It's not that one. It's not that one. There we go. Come on now. Yeah, look at that. There's some photos. There's some photos. Now we get a scroll, and I need to do this. I need to find the chat. Hold your horses, because I don't have enough. Really? Okay, close that. Let's go to the YouTubes, because you guys are probably there going, girl, ooh, I know, it's fine. Gonna view the channel. Look at us. Go to Throwback Thursday. There we is. Gianna! Hello. Technical difficulties in the afternoon. Yeah, I had to delete the whole program and reinstall it because their update put in some Windows thing that my computer apparently doesn't like, and now it's running like it did in the past. I didn't have to sign in again, but I had to earlier. So are you melting? I'm actually not. This is actually, I took a shower. I was enjoying my cold shower and then realized it's probably kind of late, and I turn off the shower and I ask the Alexa, I says, what time is it? And it said it was 2:38. And I'm like, let me get a roll on. And then I come up here thinking I would just have to log in again, which I did, but nothing was moving. Everything was stuck. So we were stuck, and I couldn't fix like this, my little window up here. I couldn't just fix it. I got to shorten me up. There. Better. But we're going to scrolly. I'm going to see what vibes to me from something in the past that I want to recreate. I know I'm scrolling kind of fast. I don't want to like take and just be in there. I think I want to redo this one. What do we think? And so I'm gonna download this one, and then we're gonna do that into the throwback, and then this is the mermaid. Don't beepity beepies at me. Mermaid. Save. Okay, so we're gonna work on this one. Oh look, that's. Nope. Photos, close that one, and then we're going to go to the image, and then we're going to go pull up our mermaid. And there's our mermaid. See, there, this is how this is supposed to work. Oh, good. But what about PETA? I don't know. Who's that? What's that? What am I don't know. I know not these things you ask about, Jenna. If you if you redo, you mean add an octopus? I'm all in for that. I know. I gotta find her. Hello, Miss Pam. I know I have her. And there is an octopus. There is an octopus right under the redfish, that little blub. But yeah, because he was in the background. But let me find her, because Simon Hurley, pain in the ass. Oh, Pitta, I got you. You guys, pain in the tushy. I got you. Oh my gosh. I learned something new all the time. All the time. Okay, so. We're gonna first. I think that's is that one a Hero Arts mermaid? I can't remember. But here's our fishies. Because I don't have those fishies and seahorses and stuff. I don't think. Because honestly, I don't know why I'm trying to zoom in over there. Let me go zoom in over here because I don't have a clue. Can we just open? I just need it bigger. Yeah, I think those were a different company I do not have anymore. But we have a gray octopus here. Let me find that mermaid. Where is she at? Where is she at? And you know those bubbles, I'm touching the table like I don't even like look at this picture, but this is not the picture. The picture's on the screen over there wherever you guys are looking. But let me tell you, those bubbles look like sequins. So I might have done like a sequin texture for the bubbles. We can do that. I no longer have that card. That is all that is left from that card. But the fishies were cut on acetate and then alcohol inked. And that orangey thing, that is also acetate with alcohol ink. It's fabulous. Let's look in Hero Art because I'm pretty sure that's their mermaid. But I gotta get into this file cabinet that's broke. This one's a Pitta. This one is this file cabinet is the biggest Pitta of them all. Now that we know. Yep. Okay, so there her is in all of her glory. That's our Hero Arts one. You know, as I'm thinking of this, we also have Ariel. And it's got little baby jellies. I didn't even remember that. I mean, all the things, right? So she's got little baby jellies that we can use. Yeah, that crab I no longer have. But we have other things. Unless you love this crab. And he's glorious. He's a glorious crab. Crab. Not crab. Crab. Crap. Today, I need a coffee. I vote. Let's go to Starbucks. Come on, you guys. Oh my god, dang it. Sorry, I gave myself the giggles. Brothers. Scrappy boys. Element scrappy. Okay, she's a little on the cutesy side, but you know, you guys might have something. If you have a mermaid, we could do something too. Because they have a cute little crabby and a little flounder, Sebastian. It's cute, but I think we're gonna go with this mermaid. I think we're gonna stick with the original mermaid, and then the new fishies from, well, they're not, well, they're kind of new. Look, coffee. I love her just steaming in her hot cup of joe. Anna Moret! Did I say hello? But hello! And then I need to go through my stuff because I feel like I might have some other fishies from other companies, but I don't remember. But those ones I don't have. I feel like I just want to grab it. No, do not summon him. Do not summon him. That would have been terrible. Oh no! If he'd have showed up when yesterday on Watercolor Wednesday, Gianna. Gianna, I'm not gonna say it because that would for sure summon him, and I would be more embarrassed. Nope. Okay, hold your horses. Let's chill out. Okay. Shh. My goodness, you guys. Just chill. Chill. So what we got going on? We got a lot of stuff going on. Do we have any seaweeds? Ooh, you know, we do have some seaweeds, but they're kind of big seaweeds. I'm trying to think. We got bubbles. We got this teeny weeny seaweed. Do we not have? Oh, you know what? We have some leafery that might be good as seaweed. Let me try to remember the name of the company that is under. Nelly, H-I-J-K. Lavinia, Crafty, King. Maybe I gave that away too. I don't know. You guys, I do have those crabbies. Look it. That's the set that I used. Look it. The little seahorse and the little octopus. But I like. And why do I not have an octopus die? I mean, I have a die. Oh, I don't have a crab die either. It's just for those. Good job, Momenta. Let's. Pretty sure you're the only one. So let me double check. I have a Simon stamp. It's like waves, but I used it as seaweed. But that one's really big. I'm looking for something kind of small. We can add a texture with that. We have a seahorse on there. Maybe we'll do, I don't know. Let's pull him out. Let's pull out all of the sea stuff. Sea. Zebras. Oh, ooh, definitely. I'm glad we went looking. I almost forgot about these. Look at those little fishies we can use in the background. Yeah. Fishies in the background. You know what? We might even use that one. This might be a biggin. A biggin. You have some. Yeah, I'll show you because I thought that too, but it might be too big. And what is that one called? I don't know. Waves? No, Wild Waves is the ones we just used the other day. No, it is a wave one, right? I don't know. Hold on. This one. This one is saltwater. This is the one I used as seaweed once. I need to put my spacer fingy in here. But yeah, we used it as seaweed. I mean, it makes really good background, but we're gonna use some of this in the background. So this one's just a little too big. This one's a little bit too big for our seaweed. But I feel like I might have another company of seaweed. Or not particularly seaweed, but I might have gave it away. Because it was all part of the thing. If you guys just want to chat amongst yourselves, because I'm looking at things that I can't remember what I own. I'm looking for some leafery that will double time as seaweed. But if we don't find it, it's fine. No, it's not in there. We could put a later gator crocodile in there. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. And that's fine. That's fine. Those are so stinking cute. Oh, here we go. Look at what do we have here? I got some hedgehogs. New and Snook, my little cat, my dog. We have this one. Yeah. Ah! Ah! That scared the bejeepers out of me. Stink bug. He's dead, I think, because he's just hanging out, but he fell out of the thing. Yeah, he's a little crusty. We'll just throw him away. Sorry about that. Hero Arts has a rock wall I have, but that one I made. I created that one. Let me expand that. But yeah, you can kind of see, I just put it in myself. I gave her a place to sit. Because I don't have any rocks or anything like that. So I just gave her that place to sit. So we're going to shrink this up a little bit more. And maybe, I don't know, should we put her here? Put her here. We'll put her back over here. That one's a little bit odd size. Okay, oops. I went to move this with the mouse. Sorry about that if I'm jerking you guys all around, but I feel kind of dumb. Today. I don't know. Well, this one doesn't have any seaweed either. But we can use this like seaweed and color it green. This is not too shabby. It was a box set that I bought once. We may have to use one of the fishies. I love their little seahorses though. Aren't they the adorbs? So adorbs. Okay, I'm just, let me give one more lookie, because I just want some seaweed. Oh look, I found some seaweed. See, sometimes you look and you just find more things. Look it. Oh, I like that mermaid too. Maybe we should use that mermaid. Oh, see, we find all the things. Find all the things. If I had this in my phone, it would be a lot easier. Because then I could just be like, phone, who's got mermaids? And I could just go right to all the mermaid people. Oh, this one might be good. Because she's kind of cute. She's kind of similar. Where's our original? So, she takes up a little bit more real estate. I'm a loss for words. I don't even know. So this one is Whimsy Stamps. And look at this. We could put one in the background. I like that. But let's do this one today. Let's do her. She's going to be fun. We might do the turtle, though, because that turtle's pretty cute. Look at that turtle. Turtle. And then we can put in our octopus. We'll put in the big octopus. He'll be fine. He'll fit right in. We're going to use all the styles. How? I don't know. Let's get him out, though. Maybe he'll be hiding behind her. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our Simon Hurley octopus. We're going to get our turtle from Hero Arts. This one's going to be a mix and matchy. And then we're going to get the mermaid. We're going to get the mermaid from Whimsy. We're definitely going to get the little silhouette mermaid that's swimming in the background. And then we're going to get some seaweed. That is seaweed. Ground cover. More seaweed. Shells. I don't know if we need the shells, but we'll get them. And then we have fishies right there. We're going to stamp our fishies over some fishies. So we're going to layer up our fishies. And then we're going to look at this one. And we might use some of the coral, because coral is fun, from Not Too Shabby. Should we do another fish? Oh, look at that jeller. We might need to do a bigger card. To get all the things, we might need to go bigger card. We'll think on the jelly. I mean, it's there. Or the puffer. Puffer's kind of cute. And then we have these guys, but we're not going to use these guys. It's fine. So we're going to set all of that over there. And then we have our stencils for some background making. We might do a textured seal. Might, I don't know. But we're definitely going to throw some of that in there. Ooh, we should texture that in the background. So let's get a 5x7 rolling. Is this going to be 5x7? Nope. It's too short by a little. Well, maybe 5x7 cut down. It would be 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. 5x7. I don't know. Let's chop it down and see what we can get out of this scrap. We're not going to chop anything down. I can't find my chop anything because it's in the wrong spot. If you guys would just put things away where they belong, we would be so much better off. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so we're going to do the smallest side, which we would do 5 by 7, but we're going to take a 1/4 inch off. Still too small. Is this side still? Yeah, that's way too small. Okay, so that's not going to work. It's fine, though. We'll get another piece. We'll get another piece. We'll get another piece. We need a piece of big paper, though. Where is... Let's use Crafty Critta. We'll get that all used up. It's almost all gone. That's the last sheet of Crafty Critta. Say sayonara. Bye-bye. All done. Okay, 5 by 7. And then, so we do a 5, but we want it at 5 by 7. So we're going to take a 1/4 inch off the 5. And then by 7, and we're going to take a 1/4 inch off of that so that we have a nice border, because this girl likes a good border. Okay, and then we'll trim those and put them in our thingy later. And then let's get our base rolling. Rolling the base. I don't even know. All my tags are being weird. Hammer meal, that's what I need right there. Hammer meal, 100 pound. Get that out. There's our card base. And what are we going to do for the card base? 5 by 7, so that is 10. Because we can't make 14, but we can make a 10. That is our 5. And then our... Ooh, there's 7. 7! 5 by 7. Okay. And then we've got some scraps for sentiments and things like that. I know, for small stamping as well. Well, you know what? Let's leave those out. Okay. And look, the colors. Look at that. That is Crafty Critta. It's got kind of a grayish, but we don't care because it's going to get colored. It's going to get color. And then while we're squishing down here, we're going to get this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. These guys are going to come hang out with us. 5 by 7. 5 right there. Bloop. Score. Flip. And fold. Why? That's just the way I've been doing it for eons. Something about the creasing not getting crunchy. No crunchy creases. And look at that. Lays so flat. So flat. Can't even. I know. Okay. So then we have this. And then that's what that's going to look like. Isn't that going to be so lovely? But we're going to... This is our background paper. We're going to set that there. Please don't lose it. I think I've already lost it. I lost it. Time for some blending. Yeah. Okay, we're going to move that. We're definitely going to move that. Don't spill the water. Don't spill the water. We're going to get some blendy brushes and color. Okay, so let's set this up a little bit. Actually, we're going to probably go like this. And so here's our lady. There's our lady. And we'll probably draw her a little place to sit on. And then our octopus. He's kind of big. So maybe our octopus friend, if he's in the front, on a wobbler. He could, and because she kind of looks like she's looking, right? So he could be like shaking his little tentacles on a wobbler. I know, it's not even Wobbler Wednesday. So we'll kind of layer them up there. He'll be wobbly there. She's going to go there. We're going to get some seaweed. We're going to put the little bitty fishies in the background and do this stuff. And then maybe a sea turtle up there because he's a little bit smaller. And then we'll stamp all of this stuff. So we'll stamp and fussy cut, stamp and die cut, stamp and fussy cut, and then all the rest will be on here, which means we can do a nice blue blend, like dark to light. I know in reality, like it's dark down here, but we're going to do it in reverse because we don't want it the blue too dark down here. We want to be able to stamp and color this area. Okay. And most of the seaweed's going to be green, maybe some red, and those colors will go good over blue, especially if it's a lighter blue at the bottom. So we'll be able to stamp those. And then the rock, we'll do a little rock, and I can color that any color I want. And then, should our rock, should I die cut or not die cut, but cut the rock as well? I feel like that would be the thing, because then she would be really on it instead of, okay, so what if we did this? That's going to go like there, right? And she's going to go here. So if I stamp her here and then build the rock off of her, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, so she's going to go on that. Pretty much all of these guys, so I can cut them. Okay, let's get some texture and stuff into our background. We're going to grab the blues. I don't know which ones are blues. What's going on here? You do not look blue, but yet you are next to, is that purple? I think that's purple. Hold on a sec. Let me rainbow eyes these. Make sure these are in rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay, yeah, so these ones are the blue ones. My blue ones. And then those are purple. But that one is not purple. But it will be purple one day. I used it for brown. Okay. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is having a good day. Staying cool if they can. So our blues. We're going to do clear skies, of course. We got to do clear skies. And then maybe a little bit of high tide, just because. And then maybe a little siren song. Get our brighter blues out. We'll start at the top, the middle, or these kind of, yeah, that one will be towards the bottom into the seaweed. So we're going to go like that. I hope you guys like that. We're going to start like so. We're going to get our little doodad, our Abraham doodad. I don't even know what it's called, you guys. But it's going to be glorious. We'll start at the top and work our way down. Siren song. Coming up. Just look at that. I'm going to hit it. Look at that. So pretty. I'm gonna make, can we do like Ray like? That's kind of cool. I wish you guys could see that. So I put all the ink at the top, but then pulled it down that way. It's like rays. I'm going to try this idea. I just came to me. Let's see if that'll work. Instead of ink blending, we're going to put the color at the top and pull it down in linear form, if that makes any sense. So we're still going to use the big brushes and maybe a couple of little brushes. I don't know. Oh, let's get this color out of here. I'm done with this color. Okay, and then we're just gonna go we gotta get it loaded up. Hold on a sec. Oops. Stay put. Okay, that's not working as well as I want. So we're gonna go with maybe this brush. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so, oh, look at that. Okay, we got some of that. Let's get some of our high tide. Don't do back and back. Do the other colors first, then come back and do the rays with clear skies over it. It will show up more. And hello and welcome. That was a good idea. I wish I'd have seen that beforehand. But I think, and don't go back and forth, because when it goes up, it's catching the edge. So just be in the same direction. But I think we're going to leave that whiteness in there. Maybe just darken up some of these just a little bit more. Oops. And don't start there. Don't start there. Let's start off the thing like we had been. We'll put a fish. We'll put a fish over that. Don't worry. And I did it differently the first time. Like when I did this, I just was like pulling and doing all of that. But then with this one, I felt more to do it like a sun ray. Like this was the sun right there and then pulling that way. But yeah, so just however makes your rays happy. Is that going to be dark enough? I hope so. Let's put some fishies on and we'll find out. Just keep swimming, and we're going to do monochromatic-ish. No, is that the word? Tone on tone. We're going to do tone on tone. We're going to put our fish in here because they're in the back. They're in the back. So let's do the mid one. Let's do clear skies. And we're going to just very lightly, because they're in the back. They're swimming around in the back. So things are going to go over them. I strive to be a ray of sunshine. Right? Right? Aw. Letting everything pass through me instead of affecting me. Sometimes, definitely, sometimes it's not that easy. Thanks for popping in today and being a ray of sunshine. Much appreciated. Those little fishies are a little dark. It's okay. Sometimes we get a little heavy-handed. Look at our fish. I'm going to clean this and do a school going that way. And we're going to do those super duper light because we're going to have our octopus and stuff over there. So I'm just going to, whatever's on the brush. And not so heavy. Not so heavy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You can barely see them. Oh, I love that. I have been lurking since I found you at work. Oh, that's right. I would whisper, but I fail. I fail at whispering, so if you must mute me, I understand. We have crafty friends that watch at work, and they're like, shh, gotta be quiet. Okay, and then we're going to put just some texture, and circles are always fun texture to add, and we're going to do those in the high tide, because why not? And we're gonna get that over here. We're gonna put that there so you know what we're working with. Danielle, hello, welcome. And I don't think I said your name. Moonami. I don't know. I apologize for butchering names. I do it quite often. Oh, look at that. We're just gonna plop in some circles. Nothing spooktacular or anything like that. Look at that. We just added... What did I say the second time? Moon Amy? Mon ami! Mon ami! Got you! Mon ami. But... there we go. Super light. All the thingies. Okay. Moon is fine, though. That Pam will be how. 4 letters to type, Pam. Aren't we happy? Moon. Moons are fun. I like drawing, making moons, too. Moons are fun. Okay, we finished that one. We've got that. We've got that. Let's put these guys... Everybody's trying to jump ship here. We're going to set those guys to the side. We're going to set this to the side. And then we're going to do some stamping. In which case, we need to shut the pita dresser. Open the other pita dresser. Okay. Yeah, the restream bot is just letting you know that the person is messaging. So, it should have a name. With restream is the thingy. Restream bot. So that would have been Adelaide. If that makes sense. And where's my other chat? I can't function. Well, I can, but I don't want to. Oh, they're both on top. Okay. That's why. Nope, that one is there. Oh, please. Just scoot over. And you. Come forth. And sit right there. Oh. Got you. So, yeah, it's like Mon Ami, but it is Moon. We can call her Moon. And we'll scooch that there so we can see. Like a Deborah from Canada likes Deborah and no little bitties. No cutting that short. And now we has a moon. A moon has arrived. Okay, cut. We need this girl. We're gonna try and figure out how tall we need this girl for her rock. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of be like, we're gonna stamp her, right? So we're gonna stamp her on that, like there, okay? Which means we can cut that off. Because we're going to fussy cut. We're going to stamp her and give her something to sit on. I know. We can do it, though. It's okay. We're going to stamp her and give her something to sit on. I need to find the lid. Put the point at the top, because that's easy. And then we're going to get our Black Widow ink so that we can alcohol ink her up. Ooh, we're going to use our gel pens and make her sparkly too. That'll be fun. Okay, Stella. Gentle taps. Gentle taps. We can do it. Look at how cute she is. Gentle taps. For those of you just popping in, or maybe you're fast forwarding through the video and you've reached this part, we are redoing a card. We're being inspired by a card that we made in the past. Or maybe somebody else's card. Maybe you're on Pinterest and you're like, oh, I like this, but I don't have all this stuff. Can we do this? Yes, you can. I actually have some of that stuff, but we changed it up. We're going with this mermaid today. Look at her. I know. She's so pretty. Finding inspiration sometimes can help us get out of a block. You know, rummage through Pinterest or Instagram. You can, all these sites, you can save stuff, save it for later, and then go back and, you know, try your rendition of it and see how that comes out. And that's what Throwback Thursday is I go into my archives and pull up an image and be like, oh, let's try this. Oh, let's try that. We're going to get our Micron pen, which the three and the 2 are really nice in my opinion. I like them. And now we're going to put her on a rock. We're going to put her on a rock. Now, just like a floor, like if we put a line right under her bum, okay, if we put a line straight under her bum, she's literally sitting on the tippity top of the thing, right? We want to set her on something that is wide. So the line needs to go beyond her. And how big is that rock? We don't know. How wide is that rock? It's as wide as we want. So I'm going to pick an area like here and then here. And that's going to be the back of the rock. And then the top of the rock, which she is sitting on, is going to come out to maybe here and here. And then we just draw a kooky line. And we're going to shimmer this one down. And then we're just going to draw that. And the top of the thingy is going to go like that. And straight edges. Unless it's a roundy rock, you do straighter edges, right? Maybe there's a little crack there. And then we're going to go like that. And we're going to connect that one. And then some rocks have little crackies on them. So we're going to build some interesting things, right? Maybe this one's kind of like a little cave rock. maybe there's a little something something in there. I don't know. Maybe that's a little spot in there. Maybe it's turned up that way. I don't know. We just give her something to sit on. It's a pretty big rock. She's got a grand rock, and her little octopus friend is going to be hanging out there just jiving. Not going to fit there, but this guy will. So we'll stamp him, and then we'll fussy cut him. He'll be fine. And all the seaweed and stuff will be behind the rock, and we'll be okay with that. Unless we want to put a little bit of seaweed. That piece is too big. Or let's put this little guy. Maybe this guy is growing right here. That almost fits right there. We'll put that guy there. So we have some interest, right? We're going to put him there. We're going to put that there. And then maybe there's some seaweed growing in front. We're going to do that there. So I don't have to draw it. I drew the rock. That's fine. We're going to now stamp these guys. And again, we're going to do some fussy cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and put that close. And then that'll give me this big chunk to play with another day. Okay, again, we're going in with our lovely Black Widow, because it's fabulous. Our octopus, we're not going to do in Black Widow, but because our octopus doesn't have like an outline, when we get the octopus down, we're going to trace the octopus so it has a black outline like everybody else. I think. Oh, look at that. Look at how cute that turned out. Sometimes I just hope, cross my fingers and hope that things go right. Because I never know. I never know until I try. And sometimes they's a hot mess. Sometimes they are a hot mess. And that's okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we did our turtle. We did these guys. Okay. And then that's going to go. Let's go ahead and stamp this while we have all the stamping stuff out. And then we'll color those guys. And most of this is going to get covered up. And it's no big... Oh, my gosh. Super chat. Sorry about that. Anna Maret just subscribed for 9 months. 9 months on the Twitcherverse. 9 months on the Twitcherverse. Thank you, Anna Maret. Now, so these ones have little lumps in them. So if we adjust them, like if I put this up here, then it makes it like this is going to be a hill, a really big hill, and that kind of stuff. So you can give yourself a little bit of room there to do that. And I've already trimmed this down, so when it hangs off the edge, that's going to be just fine. Just fine. And then I want some seaweed in there. So we're going to stamp this, and then we're going to mask this side off, and we're going to do some seaweed in there. Because this should be a little bit easier to mask off. It'll be fine. So we're going to take this. We're going to press those. We're going to stamp those in black. Because we're going to color these right on the thing. These will be fine. Because the alcohol inks we're going to use are mostly going to be green and whatnot anyways. So it'll be fine. Over to blue. Over to blue. Okay, so there's that. Look at how crispy that is. Right? Usually when you just let go, let it go. It does. Yesterday I was doing watercolor Wednesday with Gianna. And the first watercolory one, we just dabby. We weren't even thinking, we're just picking the colors and dropping them in there. And I liked that one better than the other one where I was trying to place color and overthought it. Oh, yeah. Too late. My bad. We're gonna get a piece of, I don't know, mint tape. That sounds good. Is that one gonna be big enough? I think so. We just need to stop the stamping a little bit. That was weird. That would have been a good idea, but we'll just stamp it again. It's no biggie. Let's get a piece that's going to cover it though, Elizabeth, because yeah, there we go. And we're just really focusing on the upperty part. Uppers. Bloop. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. So, just a little bit. Right there. Okay. Get it to dry. And then if you have parchment, I have parchment. If you have parchment paper, you can stick this to parchment paper and it'll be more, what the heck? Hold on a sec. Somebody used my scissors for something that maybe shouldn't have been used for. My glue scissors got some gookies on them. Glue scissors. Yeah. Kind of a purpley substance. I don't know. That was weird. Like, usually I don't cut anything aside from glue things. Like paper with glue. And these even look like they might have got, I don't know, something on them. I'll have to remind my kids, don't use my scissors by my craft station. I'll have to. They're like sewing scissors. You don't mess with the scissors. See, that is just weird. Almost like a resin. Sorry if the scraping noisy is annoying. Let's see. So when you're doing masks, you want to cut on the inside of the line, not the outside, because if you cut on the outside of the line or on the line directly, when you go to stamp over it, it'll create a little halo. You need it to be back a little so that the overlap is more seamless. Trust me, it's something I've found works. So we just trim on the inside. So I'm basically taking that top line right off. See that? We have a little bit of black showing up on there. We're just taking that top line right off. And I don't need it that wide, do I? Yeah, we're almost done. There we go. Just like so. And then we can line that up. And again, we cut that top line off so the top line is there, right? Top line is there. So I can see the stamped image underneath. And then we're going to pull this off. Then we're going to get our seaweed. And we're just going to place that right there. And we're going to be happy with that. And then you always do it in reverse. Whatever you want in the front, you stamp it first and then cover it. And then this part here won't be there. It'll get cut off and it will be glorious. Glorious. And then the magic will happen in a moment. Just like the stupid game show I was watching last night. They're like, and then we'll be back after. I'm like, seriously? It was rude. It was rude. Okay, so we're going to peel this and see that there's no halo. There's no halo at all. It just is like perfection. We're going to set that aside, and we have one more thing to stamp, and then that is our lovely wobbling octopus. I do have a die for this, but you know, because I have to fussy cut her and the turtle, I think I'll fussy cut this. That way there, oh, you found the Butamus! Yeah! I think we'll fussy cut just so it's cohesive. Because I don't want like a perfect die of that. And then it's all weird. And then our octopus is gonna be, we did a lovely octopus the other day. What colors did we use? We used fruitcake, guppy, I think, and roar. Roar was our centerpiece. Okay, and then we got our orange brushes down for that, because we're gonna do some blendy outies. Tea, not afraid of color. Hello, hello. We were chatting about you yesterday because they were telling me, because I miss your stuff. I miss your stuff all the time. They were telling me you were doing a color theory class because I was complaining I didn't know my analogous colors off the top of my head. I know complementary, but analogous, I don't know. And I need to learn my analogous a little bit. And they're like, she had a class. I'm like, oh, I need to do this class. So I gotta rewatch your stuffs. Go on the replay. Okay. We're going to tap all of this orange. And I'm going a little bit too high with that. Let me tap that down. We're not going to get any other colors if we go too high. Because we're going to do a little bit of guppy now. Maybe. Ugh. Get that guppy in there. Okay. And then that is not the lid. That's not the lid. We'll find the lid eventually. And then some fruitcake. That's how I feel today. I feel a little fruity. Okay, and then we're going to fill the fruitcake in right on the top. And you can do your octopus any color that you want. You can do the oranges, you can do yellow, you can do purple, pink, turquoise. That's a big word. Turquoise. He's a little fuzzy there. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't invited, was he? No. Been one big lazy bones today. That's okay. I have been lazy bones for like the last few years. But recently, I've been doing adulting things and not being so lazy. I paid more bills the other day. Can you guys believe it? Paid more bills. Look at him. Look at him. He looks so fabulous. Yeah, he looks really good for a one press. But I do want to see if I can get a little bit more color right there. It's fine. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to just set that over there for now because all of our stuff has the black outlining. So we're going to try to do a black outlining. If we don't like it, we'll do another one. Okay. Trying to do this and not shake is like... It's not working. Let's try this. It's not bad. It's not bad. Whew. It's a lot of work. I know. But we like this octopus and we want him to fit a little bit better. It's such a shock. Adulting. While I'm in an anti-adult phase, I showed her the current state of the craft, right? Yeah. Pam is definitely pulling an Elizabeth right now. Like, I've been organizing my stuff and trying to get it put away because it's just been sitting there and not being put away for so long. And for the most part, I've been cleaning up. I didn't finish cleaning up yesterday. It was just really hot. Oh, and I forgot to post my pictures because I rushed to say goodbye to the hubby. But yeah, I gotta post some pictures. Mm, 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 mm. Get this in here. But yeah, you guys are like paying bills, don't you? No, you guys, there was almost a year where I was anti pay the bills and things got backed up and it was bad. It was bad. But I'm out of that state right now. We're on a 5-year plan to pay off the credit cards. Or sooner if I can pay a little bit extra, which I did. I paid a little bit extra today or Wednesday. It's not as extra as I wanted, but our check was not humongous. So definitely changes the look. And you can see, like, it's not fabulous. You guys, I'm a shaky. Blah, blah, blah. When I draw, I like a shaky line because it hides the fact that I shaky. A sketchy, you know. Okay, so we've done all that. We've done all that. We're going to color these before we fussy cut. And we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Fun, fun, fun. Actually, you know, I think maybe we'll do some metallic. Where's the bass? Where's the bass? It's not playing today because the music is not on. Okay, so we're going to clean this guy. We're going to put him away-ish. Put that there. Because I think we're done stamping. Right? Because we stamped that. We stamped that. Oh, we were going to stamp a couple of schools of fish. Let's do that. Where's those schools of fish? Right here. We got to make sure the school is going in the right direction. And we're just going to stamp these in not black. Let's stamp them in shady. If we don't like it, we can always redo it. So don't panic. Something breezy, I think, is moving some paper. Yeah, we like that. And then we're going to clean it and move this little cluster. You know what? We're going to set this aside. Because I just thought if we put that lady here, then we'll be able to tell where to put that one. So let's set this aside for now. And we'll color her. I think we're going to add some glitter to these openings. This is the new Pentel. Well, I don't know if they're new, but this is orange with metallic yellow in it. And they're so juicy. You know what? I'm not going to do all of it. I'm just going to do the tiny ones. Yeah. We'll leave the big openings white, and then we'll do like the suction cups and stuff. And gentle taps, because you don't want to damage the ball in your gel pens. There's the teeniest weeniest ball in there, and you just want to take care of it. You don't smash it around. If it's not rolling, roll it on your finger, because the texture in your fingerprint will help the ball roll if that's the problem. Sometimes they just dry up, depending on how long they've been sitting on the shelves and stuff. So, and I store all my gel pens, all of them, horizontal. And I very rarely have issue with them. But look at, isn't that just octopus? Never mind. Yeah, our octopus is looking fabulous. I don't know where I was going with that one. It's fine though. It's fine. So we're gonna get some turtley colors, which will be some of our greens. And then, honestly, I forget which part of the turtle is what color. I know they're different colors. Images of sea turtles. Yeah, see, I always want to paint them green, and they're not really green. Well, I guess they can be whatever color they want to be, but they're kind of brownish, more brownish. All of these sea turtles are more on the brownie side, with a little bit of green. And I think it's maybe the water that makes them look green. But yeah, black spots, browns. Okay, we're gonna roll out just a little bit of green and then some brown. Yeah. Sometimes when I don't want to think about it, we just look it up. Like, these are going to be really great colors. And since he is such a tiny guy, we're plopping some dots. We're plopping some dots on his shell. And then maybe a little bit in this area. Okay. Then we're going to plop some dots to kind of, that is the wrong end. Plop some dots to kind of fill it in. That looks really nice. And then we're just going to go very sparing on the dark green, just in the shadowy areas. A couple there, and we're going to put a couple on his shell. I say very sparingly, and then here I go. I just add it. And then we're going to go in with that nice light green and fill in anything else. Gentle taps, because your alcohol ink wants to come out of the pen. it doesn't like staying in the pen. It wants to come out and join the party, okay? So, nice gentle taps. We're not pushing very hard at all. And then, voila, we have super easy turtle with just ploppy dots. Ploppy dots. There's even some white space still in there. But dang if he doesn't look adorbs. I actually like that green combo, so we're going to hang on to the green to toss it in with some blue, because I always think mermaids are like a bluish greenish. And then, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Do I like that blue? I think so. So, we're going to do very similar with the plopping the colors in, okay? Let me see if I can't zoom you guys just a little bit. Look at that. Come hither in. We're going to come hither in even more. Look at the zoom factor. Aw, thank you, Anna Moret. Okay, so we're going to take... I want her to be mostly... We have to decide this. Mostly green or mostly blue. And I think we're going to go mostly blue. So that means we're just going to plop in our little greens and then go back in and color in with the blues. And we're going to start with the lighter one, I guess. And we're just going to tappity tap. And even into there a little bit. Just little tappity taps, just like that. And then we're going to put in even teenier taps into that green area. Get that rolling. Pull that dark green into that light green. So there's our tappity taps for all the green. Because we're mostly blue. And we're going to pull the right color here. And then we're going to go in and tappity tap one of the blues into mostly all of the rest of the area. Because scales, you know, even though they're individual, they're shiny and they can have a lot of color in one scale. So don't think you can't like put 50 million colors in one scale. You can put whatever you want in there. And then we're going to find all the little white specks and put in the dark, this last one. This part is probably the little, because I don't want to bury all the other colors. So, I'm going to tap that in there. And then I'm starting at the end and just feathering it into the color that we laid earlier. Kind of give it the softy blue shimmery, well, not shimmery because there's no metallics in there yet. Okay. So there's that. We're going to do her bikini top green because we can. And we'll probably go over that with a metallic so that that definitely gets a metallic shine. We're just going to add a hint of color to that. She's definitely going to have some red hair. Red being orange. That's too orange, so we're going to find a dirtier orange maybe. Okay, I like that one better. And then we're also going to throw in a little bit of brown. Yeah. So we're going to start with the super dark and get our little shadowy areas. That wasn't it, but that's what we're doing. Tiny taps. Okay, see how this goes. Oops. Kind of blow out that line. To blur it a little bit, you just oversaturate it. So the color is going to blur out and just move a little bit just by oversaturating it. And then our flower, we'll do a nice red flower with metallics because metallics are fabulous. Look at how shiny that is. Oh, let's do her lips the same. It's literally 3 little dots. Yeah, camo. It kind of does, doesn't he? He's hiding out. Oh, we forgot this part of her hair. Okay, so we're going to do the dark. Just here. And maybe there. Okay. Got that. Got that. And then our her she doesn't get a lot of sun, so she's gonna be kind of a pasty color. I don't know. We're gonna do rose water. Rose water. All right. Bye, Miss Pam. Have a good nap. She doesn't look bad. Look at her. Aw, we were co-streaming. Yeah, I like hanging out with Deb J. Okay, and now our rock and our seaweed, we're going to get a different green because we've used the same green in those areas. So maybe a yellowy green? Well, this is not yellowy green, but we're going to put this at the tips. Maybe down the spine. And then we're going to go and find, I want it kind of a bright yellow or green. There we go. Looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood. Okay, and then that coral, can we find something corally? Do I have a corally color? Maybe this one? No, not this one. We're going to go over the top of this one, but we're going to add a little bit of that color in here. That's an interesting color. Not exactly what I was looking for. I don't know what I was looking for. Not that. Yeah, not that either. What color? Coral comes in all sorts of colors. You know what? We're just going to go with it. We're just going to finish it out with whatever color this is. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then our rock. Our rock is going to be all sorts of browns and maybe some grays. Maybe some grays. And you guys, this is how I pick colors. I just grab a handful of markers and then, oh, that's lavender. We keep grabbing that lavender because it's right in the middle of those warms. Right in the middle. It's fine. Okay. So, we're going to put, that's kind of dark. So, we're going to do, and I used the wrong marker or pen, but it'll be fine. That's nice. That turned out so nice. She lives in Norway. Yeah. Norway. What color is that? That's a nice light color. That part of our rock is fabulous. I love that. We're going to do the face of the rock this color. Got so many colors everywhere. look. It's talking about where you live and finding out that you know people in the area. Our rock is looking fabulous. Do we want to do that brown through there? Don't know, but we just did. Just trying to give our rock a little bit of texture, shapies. I don't know if it's called texture or whatever, because you know rocks aren't like flat. So I'm just trying to put in some planes, for our rock to make it more interesting instead of just one like flat color. Oh yeah, that's me, ECR, Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. We're gonna do that too, like a little shadow. Shadow! Looks nice, so nice. Okay. And then I think we'll just do one final brown. If you ever want to jump to YouTube. Oh. Holy mogoly. Such the things we put ourselves through to make a card. I'm not complaining though, because I love coloring and I love doing the things. But this one I kind of made kind of big. Right? We kind of made it big. Gotta go back in and put my shadow. I made it go away. Okay. And then our shadow. YouTube land. Spell what? Recommendations. Oh, I don't know if recommendations. I can't spell. Ask me these things. I don't know how to spell. Thank you, Crystal. Thanks for hanging out today. Really appreciate it, you guys. You know what? We need to ground her too. She's in trouble. No, she needs to be sitting on this rock. Pull that shadow out just a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. I like it. Okay. Fussy cutting time! Choppity chop chop, my friends. We're going to zoom you out so that, there we go. Get out of my face. Just back away. Back away! We're going to fussy cut all these things. Start with the octopus. Cause, oh, and we got to get some shimmeries on her. And yes, there is a die for the octopus set. We're not using it because I have to fussy cut everything else, and I just want the cheesy chop marks to be similar. Cheesy chop marks. Is that a thing? It is today. Oh, somebody's coming up the stairs. Because I have taken like an eternity to make this card. And they're probably wondering what's going on. Like, Mom, you're taking so long. Yes, dear. Yeah, the card just got out of hand. Out of hand. We that in my system was being ridiculous, so I had to reboot the system by deleting it and reinstalling it, and that took a minute because it was just being rude. But yeah, we'll still run to the store because we got to get the cat food and stuff. I think they close at later, 6. I don't know. Yeah. Get me some chippies. I need some chippies in my belly. Fussy cutting skills are kind of shaky today. Canada, Canada. 1400. I don't read military time. That's what we call it, military. The 24-hour clock. I'm terrible at that. I can barely read a regular clock. Let's not fib. I can barely read a regular clock. I have to sit there and go all the things. All the things. Oh, it's only 2 for you. So you're over there on the West Coast. I's over on the East Coast, where it's 5. On the plus side, because of our rock, we don't have to cut her tail. Oops. Well, we almost took out her back. We cut in a little bit too much, and that's okay, because accidents happen. It'll be fine. Nobody will know. Well, you guys know, but you're not going to tell anybody, because, yeah. This one was easy to cut out. Look at that, because it's a rock. Rocks are easy. Next up, turtle, turtle. Turtle, turtle should be easy too. We'll start with his little tootsies. Although they're not tootsies, are they? They're flippers. Can't be a foot. They're flippers. fine. Call him whatever you want. This guy's got tootsies today. Cut out his feet. Janine, welcome, welcome. Going in for the home stretch here, you guys. Oh no, we still got a couple things to color. Almost forgot. We got a couple things to color, and then we'll be gloozy moosies. Before we do that, let's get some gel pen on her. Just because we're gonna use the light green and the green with the blue shimmer in it. And we're gonna do the same thing. Do you see that? We're just gonna pop in some lovely, look at how generous these pens are with their shimmery bits. So I'm just gonna trace the line. These pens. I love these pens. Just look at. Wait till you guys see. Look at the shimmer. I wish you guys could see. It's so pretty. It just... There we go. Look at all the colors in that one. This one is the blue and red in the green. So we get a little bit of blue red in there. I mean, it really shows up there. Like, look at all that shimmery goodness. Okay, what else were we going to color? Our seaweed on our card panel that we've lost. We set it aside so we wouldn't lose it, and we've lost it. Put it somewhere safe, she says. Oh, you know what? It's right there. These are, hold on a sec. This is the Dual Metallic by Pentel. The original plus fantasy set 14 colors. These are the colors on black. I know. I mean, look at that. And then, but I got them at Ranger's new Stationery Zen shop, which is a shop in a shop. You can get to it from Ranger, or you can go to stationaryzen.com, I think. But yeah. And if you're so inclined to go shopping at Ranger, please consider using my affiliate link, which is linked in my link tree. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of gel pen and color in some of these, because why not? These kind of look like little watermelons. I'm not going to lie. Or little watermelons. we're going to get that other gel pen and fill those in. Wow, those are neat. Is that new? So yeah, it's fairly new. Zin's, or the stationary Zin, is fairly new. I have a couple of their stickers somewhere. But they have a ton of like stationary stuff. They're the ones where we got these. Sir, where did they go? We got these little kitty washies. They're literally little teeny weeny kitties and a couple of people. And I did a card, and the cat was like cleaning himself, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. That one was much darker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. I just used it earlier. We knew it was a dark pen. But yeah, I moved all of my other gel pens, my Hobby Lobby gel pens, because they were old and they weren't marking like they should. And I was fighting with them. And I had to throw a bunch out. But, yeah, these are really nice. This is the only glitter we're going to do is that little bit there and this bit here. And then we're just going to get our alcohol markers and bust out the rest of this. Our little seashells by the seashore. Surely we shall sell some soon. I don't know. You guys don't come at me. This was her skin color. And we just plop it in there. How are you doing, Jay, by the way? Thanks for popping in today. I think that one needs to be more on an orangey side. That's too orangey, though. Let's try this one. I'm just picking random colors because I can. That's better. I like that one a little bit better for that one. And then we have enough browns and grays for our rocks. We just gotta find them. Raining for 4 days? What? We have no rain. This is dirt, sand, whatever. Nice, rich sand, because I picked the darkest brown possible. But that is our shadow for our sand, which we'll go ahead and pop some over here. I need a lighter. Yep, there we go. And because it is sand, we're going to put polka dots. We're going to take this one and add some polka dots. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dots. Are they polka dots or just dots? It doesn't matter. I can call them whatever I want. And when you're doing yours, you can call yours whatever you want. That's the joy of that. And our little bitty rocks. You know what? That might be too dark too. I just need a light brown. Here we go. And more polka dots. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dot. Tappity tap, 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 tap. It's fabulous. I say it's fabulous because I am. It is. And then we need some more colors. Is there yellow underwater? We don't know. I don't swim under there. But there is today. I only have 50 million colors out today, and it's fine. It's fine. Street lights, what? Repair mode? Dry May. We had a little bit of rain, but not a lot. We might have some thunderstorms tonight, though. Kind of excited. I love thunderstorms. My husband got to work and messaged me that there was a huge lightning storm up by where he worked. And of course, that doesn't happen down here. Let's find another green. Green in on this side. Just be safe out there. Tis the season for all the weird stuff, right? Well, I think that's all the time now. All the weird stuff always happens. Tiny taps, tiny taps. And if we go outside the lines, nobody's gonna judge. And if you're judging because I went outside the lines, then technology off for the most part because of the lightning. Yeah. And then we need this guy and those little toppers, which I think I'm gonna do. We're gonna go kind of bright for this guy. We're gonna do those, that. And then we're gonna do And then we're gonna do I have a yellow? Yeah. And then I think we'll do little red toppers. I got the gel pen. We'll use that. Definitely watermelon inspired little thing. That's nice. That's nice. Nice and nice. Nice and nice. Should we see what it looks like with its elementis? Elementis? Wait, where's my turtle? Oh, what'd you guys do with the turtle? I know you guys thought he was cute, but there's the turtle. Look at the turtle. He would be right at home in here. But we might put him up there because we have that spot that we need to cover. And then we have her. Look it! And then he's going to be like wibbly wobbly here. So we're going to move the turtle and then we're going to stamp those fishies over that blemish. And then he's going to wibble wobble right there. Isn't that glorious? So let me stamp that right there because that's where I need that. And that one's going to be in shady. You guys should like all those colors. All those colors. It's glorious. We're going to wipe that off because I don't need that on there. No free ink for this one. Oh, hides that little spot so nicely. So nice. So we're gonna glue that one down. We're gonna glue our turtle down. Then we're gonna pop her up a little bit. Because we're gonna add a dimension. So we're going to take her and we're going to get our glue scissors. Oops. Take that off. Put that up here. Ugh. Why are you sitting like that? Stop it. And then the turtle, yeah, he turned out to be a really great looking turtle. And then her with her little shiny bits, she's glorious. We did a good job with our rock today. A little bit of hand drawn, super easy. We thought it out. We gave her a platform to sit on. And we plopped her on a rock. She wasn't doing a cannonball, although it does look like she's doing a cannonball. So in the future, maybe she could do a cannonball, but not me, not today. And we're gonna put this right to the edge. I want to hide that one a little bit more, so we're gonna do that. Is that where I wanted it? And then he's going to be here. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. Then we're going to get our wobble. Our Weebles wobble. Okay. So for me, I take the hard piece because it's not clear. well, it's clear to me that this is what I need to do. It's a lot of sets. I'll go through the sets in just a minute. So we're going to take the hard part and put it on the octopus somewhere. Really? Is it stuck? I need you to come off. I plopped it on the wrong spot. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't want to see it when we ploop it down. There we go. Let me ploop him down properly. Urgh. And then the bottom part, this part, I put on the card because you're more likely to see this part, and this part is clear. So that clear part, so if you pick up the thing, you can still see all this stuff. It's nice and clear under there. If you do it in reverse, you would have a white rectangle, and I have a clearish spot. So that's why I do it the way I do. It's not like they're looking, but they could be. Oops. So she's giggling because he's a wiggling, a giggling, a wiggling, a walk, a giggling, a talk. You know. Okay. So there they are. Aren't they lovely? Oh, I think we did a really good job today. And by we, I mean me. I did a fabulous job. And that's our inspiration. Like, we made this card back in the day. Let's zoom it for, nope. Can I? So, you know, we did some we did some fishies, we did a little bit brighter coloring. The old one was all on one paper, like every one level thingy. And this one, we've got levels. We've got this guy die cut. He is a level. He's just flat level. And then level 2 is, which level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. 4 levels of greatness. But if you're interested in the stamps, I, of course, used a ton of stuff today. I used a ton. In the background, we have the School of Fish from Simon Hurley, the fishy one. And then we also put this one. I can't remember the name of this one, but it is also Simon Hurley. So 2 Simon Hurley stencils in there, some little dots and some fishies. And then we didn't use this one. So we used this stuff out of some Not Too Shabby, because you can do that, right? Mix and match them. Whimsy stamps for the lady and the shells and some other scenery and the seaweed and stuff. Okay. So that's Whimsy. And then we pulled our turtle from Hero Arts. we were using some stuff today. So we got some turtle from Hero Arts. And then the last one, we used the octopus from Simon Hurley. Some of this is so old, I don't know if you can still get it. You might be able to find it on eBay, but do you have a turtle? Do you have a mermaid? Do you have something that needs to go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle? Maybe you have a whale, a dolphin, a crab, lobster, anything you want. You can be inspired. And if you don't have a rock, go back to where we gave her a rock and kind of do what I did. We put the back of the rock. We gave it a flat surface to sit on. You know, think it through. And then stamp some fishies and stencil some fishies. Like, do all the things. Isn't that fabulous? I think we did a really good job. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me forever. Oh, and let's get it glued down. Let's get it glued down so you guys can see how glorious it is with a nice white border. Because look at that. That's how it's going to look. And she shimmers. He shimmers. The thingies back there shimmer. That shimmer. We got some shimmering going on. Meerkat? Yeah, if you want to put a mercat. Yes. Somebody just showed me stamps that had a mer dolphin, a mercat, and a mer dog. I mean, she could have mer friends, mer pets. But yeah, you can put whatever you like on there. I know Jay's got some merfolk. Some merfolk. He could do this. Okay, so there it is. Oh, yes, we did. Double checking, right? Oh my gosh. Should check beforehand, right? Okay, so then we are going to flip this over. We're going to say 6, 11, 26, throwback Thursday. If you are on Twitch and you want to see replays, these are all I stream to YouTube, Twitch at the same time. So if you're like, oh, I want to screenshot it, you can go onto YouTube, find the video, capture what you need to capture, rewatch. So if you're on Twitch, just know these are always available on replay if something grabs your attention. So there is that. But, and we got to stamp it. We got to put our stamp of approval. What color do we want to stamp it in? Blue. Those are orange. We're going to stamp it in High Tide. Bloop. And ploop. Ah ha ha ha. All right, my friends. I want to thank you, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for Two Crafty Girls. Again, streaming both to YouTube and to the Twitchverse, which is my new jam. This is what we do now. We stream to Twitch and the YouTubes at the same time. And you guys, next week is Scrapbook Wednesday. I think it will be our last Scrapbook Wednesday. I'm thinking of doing a double live on Thursday and doing Scrapbook on Thursdays at 7. I'm thinking. Because I need to do extra scrapbooking. Otherwise, maybe the last 2 Tuesdays of the month, I do Scrapbooking Tuesday. That might be better. Because I just remembered T goes live at like 6 or 7. And I don't want to rush her. Anyways. Or make her feel. Anyways. But yeah. So, scrapbooking is going to be moved to a different day and multiple. I might just show up for scrapbooking because I've got a lot that I would like to get done on my scrapbooking. So, and that'll be, again, streamed both YouTube and the Twitchies. So, until then, I want to thank you guys for hanging out and letting me enjoy this making process. I really like this. I don't know. I think I did a really good job. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a wonderful, crafty rest of your day. Bye-bye. Look at her, so shiny. Thank you, Moon. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye. I'm just gonna oogle over this for a minute, okay?